Raje fix. I want to thank everybody for their warm wishes after the birth of my son, and my fervent wish to you, my blessing to you is that you should all know the joy of having a child. It's a joy like no other, as those who have children can attest to. So hopefully soon, speedily, with you'll find the right spouses, and you'll be able to enjoy this joy, this simcha, like no other. So thank you again for the warm wishes. In this week's Parshas Devarim, it's an entire book dedicated to rebuking the Jewish people. Moses wanted to rebuke them, and at the same time also wanted to go over the important principles that the Jewish people need to have going into Israel. And the verse tells us that on the other side of the Jordan, in the land of Moab, Moses started to explain all the entire Torah again. And the commentaries state, Raje brings it down as well, I believe, that Moses started to teach the entire Torah in all 70 languages at the time that there were. Because the Torah is something that speaks to everybody, and that's something that everybody should learn. So the question is, why did Moses do it on the other side of the world? And B, what was really the purpose, on the other side of the Jordan? And B, what really was the purpose of needing to do it in every single language? French, Russian, Hebrew, English, whatever it was, Moses felt it should be taught. So, again, like we spoke a few times, Moses being on the other side of the Jordan symbolizes to us here in the exile that is where we will study Torah. And our careers are not always going to be in the land of Israel, but we are a nation that will be in Israel for sometimes a really long time. So Moses giving over those rules again symbolize that. Second of all the nations of the world have minimal obligations that they must keep in being a good people. And therefore it was important that every single nation of the world heard these rules as well. And anybody who wants to come learn can come learn. But the number 70 also can signify something else, that no matter what happens to us, the Torah is there in every single situation to tell us how to deal with it. People could be poor. There's ways how to deal with poor people, and there are ways how to deal with your own life if you yourself, God forbid, are poor, how to do that. If you're rich, there's ways to do things when you're rich, how to give money, how to treat rich people. And there's unfortunately times of war, and there's a Torah to live by that also. Those 70 different languages are like 70 different overall situations that one can find himself in. And there's a Torah for each and every single one of them. A Torah is not something that just belongs in the synagogue or in the study hall, whatever it is, and then the rest of the situations of life have nothing to do with that. No, Torah is our everything. And unfortunately, what's going on in Israel is also something for us to study. And we are at war, and we have to always keep in mind, who our good neighbors are. And it's not only happening in Israel, it's spilling over borders into other countries, in France, and right here in the United States, acts of anti-Semitism. And we as Jewish people have to figure out, what are we supposed to do? How should we respond? And what can we do? And Moses knew that. And Moses said, you are going to be a nation that will be in exile. And these teachings are very important. There's a lot to say on this subject, but we try to keep these brief. Just again, want to thank everybody for the warm wishes. But the Torah is talking to us all, and there's always a message, and there's always a lesson that we can learn in any situation that we're in. The point is to learn the lesson and to apply it to ourselves. Have a great Shabbos. Thank you, everybody. I'll talk to you soon.